What in the world? Give me a second, you guys. Let's get some people in here. If you're in here, slap some thumbs up on it if you got a second. I'll get talking here in a minute. Make sure all my stuff is nice and clean. Where is my other phone? We'll get that up. Hey, what's up, John? What's up, Scotsman? What's up, all you guys in Doctor Nation? Steve, Jeff, honor your oath. I know you know him. Honor your oath. When I come, I was already in Houston. Oh man! So we're going to talk about it here. I just got off the phone with Jeff, and a little bit of information. I feel bad for him, so I got a little information. He doesn't really want to talk about it, but I think he's got a video coming. What's going on? I'm doing a body camera request. Mount Dora is the police department. It's another little piece of crap police department here in Florida. Pretty much, I would say some of the losers have to work there because obviously what they did tonight was what they did. So let's get some likes in here when we get this thing spread out here, so make sure everybody knows in case something else happens. Jeff is going to put some information on here, so I want to get this out to as many people as we can. Hit the likes once we get up to a few more likes here and thumbs up, I should say. We'll go over everything. I'll wait for that. Yeah, Tyrants. Mount Dora is. I don't know what Mount Dora's information is, but you can probably see their Facebook page. You can probably see their information and ask any questions you want there. Mount Dora, Florida. I don't know. They don't want to talk to me on the phone. Get rid of that gum. I don't want to be smacking in here. If you guys can, hit that thumbs up there so we can get this video synchronized with its likes and people in here. Then I'll go over everything, and I'll wait till then. Wait for a few more people to come in. You guys can do that for me. I'm out here taking my time. Hit me up with them likes. And then that'll help everything settle and everybody be in here. We got 400 people in here. I don't know if you guys don't know, honor your oath. Hopefully maybe I have a mod in here. It's been a while since I've been live, so I don't really know. But make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you don't, I'm gonna wait. So until they get to the same close to amounts, then I'll start this. I'll be making y'all work for me. Anyway, the honor your oath is a really cool guy. I've hung out with him. I've snuggled with him. Kidding. We've gone all kinds of different places together, and we've just have very something similar in common. We like to be able to express our rights and do it legally and lawfully, and that's the whole thing there. Hit the thumbs up and the likes. I'm waiting again. Once we get up to 300, we'll hit it, as that was what we originally started with. So thank you guys. On your oath, someone may be able to put his link in chat. There he is. Karen's got it right there. Thank you, Karen. You can even go over and hit his and subscribe if you haven't already, and then I'll go over everything here in just a second. Man, I don't know if my screen's dark or what's going on. Oh, maybe that's what it is. My screen brightness is down. I can see myself a little bit better. So thank you again for joining. You guys ready? We'll talk about it here. We only have 248. I was hoping for 300 likes in there because that's what we originally were at. Let's get it going. That way this video spread. Likes help. And a little thing that I've learned also, if you say that you don't get notifications on my channel when either I post a video or not, YouTube is linked to your phone. So if you have your phone on silent and you have your phone where the notifications turned off on your phone so you don't get those, it affects YouTube on your computer too as well. So that's why a lot of people screw up and do it. All right, so here we go. I think, what's his name was in here. This is the officer that arrested him. And Armed Fisherman said, I think he was trespassed, not arrested. We're going to talk about that. No, he was arrested. He didn't go to jail. He was arrested. So this is the scumbag right here that arrested him. And On Your Oath does his civil rights stuff peacefully, quietly, nicely. Well, he doesn't do it quietly because he expresses his rights and says, God bless the homeless vets. And he carries a sign with him, just like I've got right back here. And like this one. If you haven't seen it, God bless the homeless children. Took a piece out of his playbook there. So he went to Mount Dora to some commission meeting. And when he was in the commission meeting there, he had his sign and someone came up to him and apparently was saying like, yeah, you're not going to be saying anything to anybody and you're not going to be bothering anybody here tonight. And he said, God bless the homeless vets to someone. They called the police, and at Mount Dora Police Department, they called the police on him, or the commission meeting, they called Mount Dora Police Department. Police arrived, like 6 of them, and that guy that you saw right there said, hey, you're being trespassed from the meeting. For nothing. For nothing. And if you don't know, Jeff started a new lawsuit just recently. It's public record, it's out there, and he's suing another agency. I wish I had his backing. I don't, unfortunately. So, the amount that he has anyway. So in that commission meeting, they said he needs to leave and he's being trespassed. I don't know the phone numbers to Mount Dora Police Department. Not sure. Port Wentworth he's suing. He's got a lot of lawsuits going. This guy gets arrested and he is the most passive, peaceful teddy bear in the world. Me, I go out there, I'll tell the cop, F you. So the meeting was going, the police came. He said, hey, you're being trespassed. What does Jeff do? He gets up and leaves like you're supposed to under Florida law. Now, 2 things in Florida law. Trespass, to be trespassed is a civil issue. It has nothing to do with law enforcement, except for they're going to tell you, hey, you don't want to be here. Once you trespass after warning, then it becomes a crime. Therefore, not legal advice, but it's what my attorneys tell me, there is no obligation to provide any ID if you're being trespassed. If you're being arrested or if you're being trespassed after warning, then it's a criminal offense. So even the state attorney's office here in this area say, no, you don't have to provide ID. It is a civil matter. And the Orlando Police Department specifically in this region has a policy that says you do not have to identify in order to be trespassed. Only when you are subsequently arrested for trespass after warning. Now, if you say, hey, I got to, you need, if Jeff would have said, you need to leave, and he says, hey, let me talk to you for a minute, then he's not leaving, then he would have been arrested and he would have been trespassed after warning. But that's not what they arrested him for. They arrested him for refusal to provide ID or resisting an officer without violence. That officer that you saw here in this video right here, this worthless officer, I mean, that's what you are. If you arrest someone for doing that, for having a sign at a commission meeting expressing a First Amendment right, not disturbing any peace, you do that. So he says you need to leave. Jeff gets up and leaves. And guess what? He says, I need your ID. Jeff says, you don't need my ID. I'm leaving. Honor your oath is his last name. So this guy puts handcuffs on him so tight, it hurts Jeff. It physically hurts Jeff. I'm talking to him. I said, man, I know. I've handcuffed people. I know exactly what he did to you. He over-tightened him, injured you, and he did that. They walked him out to the cars, out into the library. They're at a library. They walked him out to the library parking lot, and then ultimately handcuffed him. We're getting ready to put him back in the car, or put him back in the car. I don't have that information. They saw his cameras and did a 180. After he's already injured, his hands are hurting, his thumb's numb. They did a 180. If he didn't have cameras, he would have been in Lake County Jail, probably out there with some of them tyrannical prison guards, because I get stories about that grandpa location all the time. The prison guards will beat you out there. You come in, they do anything to fight you. And Grandpa Judd's, little lynch mob will do the same thing. And even back in the 70s, they used to take people out and just shoot them at the prison. Look it up. Anyway, he did that. They left him in the handcuffs like that for a while. The officer didn't give his name, or he didn't get his name. And these scumbag cops over at Mount Dora have arrested Jeff. That's an arrest. Whether they unhandcuffed him or not, he was in handcuffs. They moved him. They were getting ready to take him out. Only because they saw the cameras. Only because. So if you were a little piddly little person like me without a camera, or anybody else without a camera, you would have been in jail and had to fight this shit for over a year. Port Wentworth, he's fighting that for almost a year and a half now. Look at his update video. 11 times on his Port Wentworth video that he just posted out. Hey, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. They're just nervous inside. And they arrest him. And he's fighting it for a year. So any of you idiots, not you idiots, not my normal people, any of the idiots that say, yeah, you should have got arrested. You're this, and that. No. Jeff's got a lawsuit right here, and I hope he sues the piss out of this town. I was in the car getting ready to drive over there tonight into Mount Dora and give them a piece of my mind. I don't know if you saw when I gave a piece of my mind when they did the same thing to Jeff in New Smyrna Beach. And hey, guess what? Speaking of New Smyrna Beach, the chief is finally retiring. I got a couple emails that said, thanks for your work. This guy is finally leaving. He was only there for 7 years. But I lit up New Smyrna, and that cop that fucking handcuffed Jeff and moved him and arrested him in New Smyrna too. Then we learned that the chief down there likes to commit armed robbery on duty, or robbery by sudden snatching. On your oath again, arrested. That's an arrest. He was freed. He did not fully go to jail. He was injured. He hurt his hand. And I just got off the phone. He needs a lawsuit. But Don, that's what he does. He does that. He does that. I challenge the chief of Mount Dora Police Department to reach out to me and make this right. Make it right without a fight. Make it right without Jeff having to jump through hoops. Fix it. Call me. I'll chat with you. We'll have a chat. I'll come meet you tomorrow, Chief. We'll talk about this in the piss poor officers you have right there. Specifically this one, apparently. Worthless. I can't even describe him except, yeah, looks like roid rage. Now, I'm not saying that that's what he does. He's just got that, he's got his arms out wide like he's some badass. Meet with me, Chief of Mount Dora. I'll come over there tomorrow. We'll talk about this. I'm going to be over there anyway. So, yeah, he's in. Jeff been making great money. I mean, listen, money is not about freedom. His lawsuits, I don't think you know how his lawsuits are working. His lawsuits take time. They fight till you are weak and you don't break, you break. And that's what they want to do. They want to do that instead of handling the business like I have to do. Don't sit there and simmer for 5 or 6 years and see which attorney's going to get tired first. Yeah, money's irrelevant. Kayaking, yes, that's it. The Daytona Beach Shores. I got the information there. I'm waiting for some other stuff there and trying to get some body camera footage and a DCF report. A 3-year-old was handcuffed inside of a jail. The cops don't care. Daytona Beach Shores. That's what they do. Cops don't give a shit. They don't care. And you need to slightly, politely, and gently convince all of your friends that cops are not there to get you. The Supreme Court, jokingly, but not really. There's court cases that say that the police officers are not legally and lawfully required to protect citizens. So therefore, their only use is to add more taxes and to harass and arrest and collect evidence against you. That is all it is. Thanks, Firm, for the 7 months there. You got it. I'm sorry I haven't been live in a while. I will be more. Maybe, I don't know. He got arrested. He's arrested. He was released, but he was arrested in Mount Dora. Bob Lau, thank you. It happened to him all the time. He had to go to Port Wentworth for a hearing for an officer saying 11 times that you didn't do anything wrong. But they still charged him and arrested him. 26 months. Look at James. Yeah, you've always been here, man. Thank you. All you guys have. I appreciate it. I see so many familiar names. Heather Holtzler's in here. But that's what he did. And I don't know. Did they actually charge him? No, they did not charge him. They physically arrested him. Thanks for $2, Naima. Physically arrested him. Took him out of the library from a public meeting. Handcuffed him. Handcuffed him so tight that his hand is hurting. I just got off the phone. He's icing it. He's doing all the stuff there. He's trying to get it. I don't know if he's going to go to the urgent care or not. But they put the handcuffs on so tight, that guy did, that it hurt him. And I hate hearing that because, like I said, he's a big, nice teddy bear. I will go to sleep in a room. This is getting weird. But I trust him enough, and I know that he's like a gentle giant. He's just a nice guy. And that's it. Outdoors, thank you for $3 donation there. I'm going to be passing over, this information or that stuff to Jeff. I always give him funds anyway because I use some of his videos. This is him right here. Look at this guy. That's the guy that did it right there. That's it. And then Railway said it was a library advisory board meeting. Regular council meeting was December 5th. So that's what it was. It was a library. They're having a meeting, a public meeting. All government is tyrannical. Everybody in this chat, if you're new here, I'm not against law enforcement. I'm not for them, but you better wake up and realize that they are not here to be your friend. If they are out talking to you, you watch that light. If it's green, it's not recording. If it's red, it's recording on those body cameras. And you see how many times they come in contact with citizens and record. Why? To collect evidence and use it against you all the time. That's what they do. That's what all cops do. That's why I got out of law enforcement, is because they made me. Actually, it was a lot of different reasons. There was a lot of things. They made me realize, what I was going to say is the law enforcement made me realize that all I'm doing, and when I'm running into my friends, is like, damn, I gotta zap my friend for something. Or I stop someone, it's their first speeding ticket, and then later on I know them in life and they're like, you wrote me your first speeding ticket. I'm like, I am so glad I got out of that. Money, politics, and just the bull crap there. So if they tell you on the phones that he wasn't arrested, he was not taken to jail, he was arrested. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was arrested. They just released him and did not charge him. It was a false arrest. It was an unlawful arrest and everything like that. There was no video. It just happened, Joyce. Just happened. I mean, he's probably still driving home. I don't know if he's still driving home or not. Mark, thanks for the $5. Super chat there. I'm gonna go over there tomorrow. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sit in that lobby until I get to that police chief. If he's too much of a chicken shit to come out and not talk, then we'll be that. I'll go live and sit there and wait for him. I hate cops that do this shit. They swear an oath. No cop gives a shit about an oath. That's the simple fact about it. Not here in Port Orange, not in South Daytona, not in Daytona Beach, not in Ormond. It's very rare. They'll be there to protect themselves. That's all they care about. They're going to cover this up, do a report. They're going to be like, yeah, he did this. The body cameras are probably muted. We'll see, though. They're going to tie this body camera up for probably, it's 180 days they can do it. They're going to tie this up. Even though no one made a complaint, that's what they're going to do. They're going to start an IA so you can't get the body camera. Even though it's in Florida, it's not exempt. Only what's inside in the IA packet that is forwarded to the IA investigators is what should be exempt. The rest of it's still a public record. Yeah, North Carolina, you can't get body camera up there. They want to do that here. They made a mistake when they let it free and wild. And they're probably realizing it because it shows. If you imagine, there's no bad cops in North Carolina. You know why there's no bad cops in North Carolina? Because they don't let you have the body camera. No, there's bad cops in there. You just got to film them. Everybody needs to film. If you see a car on the side of the road with an 80-year-old grandmother in it, stop for a second and record the traffic stop. You never know what you're going to get. They break old ladies' arms. There's no post yet because he's just getting home. I don't even think he's at home. I don't know. Maybe I have to double check. So if you're just joining in, once again, I'm going to tell it here quickly. Thanks for the $5 again. Who did I miss that one just to come through when it was going fast? There's the guy that arrested him right there. He said specifically, turn around, put your hands behind your back, or you're under arrest, turn around, put your hands behind your back. One of those two ways. I think it was the second way. That's how it goes. Film the police. Yes, that's right. FTP, film the police. That's on your channel right there. If you have any questions, yeah, just me. There's nothing that's out there. I'm the first one bringing it to you. I'm trying to get it out there because Jeff's trying to work on his hand here because it's hurting him really bad. This guy tweaked his hand so bad with these handcuffs. But that's what they do. There is no post. There's nothing about that there. Scalzo Photo, thank you for that there. Let me see what you said there. Auditors activists need to give them example. Jeff will not follow. Auditors and experts need to give them an offer. Jeff will not file a lawsuit. If one, drop the charges. To give nearly, yep, that's exactly what he likes to do. He wants to send it to his charitable things, but this one here, nah, this one needs to be about $200,000 or $300,000, especially with the injuries. Abolish qualified immunity. And if you're a cop that's on my channel here and you're watching this quietly, I know you might be one of those 2 or 3 people that are good in each department. However, there's guys in your department that all they give a shit about is their tattoos on their arms, who they can bang, who they can get through, or signal through. You know what that term means if you're here in this Florida area. That's all they care about. Getting their check, finding overtime, showing off who they are, going out with their buddies in bars and stuff like that. But there's probably 3 officers in every department that are really good. Neon Crane, thank you for that. They deny everything. Dispatch is in full damage control mode. I'm sure the phones are blown up. Love James. Love Jeff. Yeah, I'll pass it on to him. He might be in here lurking, so. I don't know the officer's name, Mike. Jeff doesn't even know it either. I think he was going to do some requests for the body camera. I called tonight and gave them a piece of my mind. And the dispatcher's like, hey, listen, he was never arrested. Yes, he was. He was handcuffed, told he was arrested, moved, and brought out to a police car. All because he was trying to leave. And you got punk-ass cops in Mount Dora that are just absolutely garbage. Dispatch audio can be muted. Probably, I don't know. I don't know what they do. The government wants you to have to fight them, and they know that it's hard to fight. Yeah, he probably needs to go to urgent care just to get that checked out. It's nerve damage. What happens is you got nerves in there. That's why carpal tunnel syndrome has it. You have nerves that run all the way down your fingers. That's why our sense of touch is so sensitive down there. And when you compress the outside and the inside where the bones are, that's it. Moving equals an arrest, Jeff. Joe Black, you know. Thank you again. If I missed that, I didn't miss the 10 there. Thanks, Scalzo. And then also, again, thank you, Neon Crane Trent. How does she know she's a dispatcher? Because they're telling her, no, he wasn't arrested. Because they get on the radio and they say, you know, 1591 to Mount Dora. I've got a 1015, which means they have an arrest. They didn't do that. They probably put on the CAD notes and this and that. Oh yeah, it was just trespass. You are absolute lying pieces of garbage, Mount Dora. I'm telling you. If anybody, your chief is watching this, call me. My number's out there. You got me. I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, I got the same phone number, Dora. The 327 number. It's out there. It's on my website, I think. So I'm reading some chat here, you guys. Thanks again for coming in here. Yeah, they won't let you make any complaint. You should be able to make a complaint. Regard 1015 is under arrest. That's exactly it. But they didn't. I don't think they'd say that. That's what they would say to dispatch if they were making an arrest. But they didn't say that. They had this powwow, and after they saw his cameras and unarrested him, which is still an arrest. But they didn't take him to jail. He was arrested. He didn't take him to jail. It's one of the officers that are working there tonight. I'm going to try and go there, I don't know, maybe in the morning time. Yeah, Dora, I do. I remember. Winterguard and PD are just as bad. They're all bad. Every police department is bad. I'm glad I don't work in this. Even my motor partner that I used to ride with, he's a scumbag too. He was at a house where they're trying to they were trying to condemn the house. He's listed on the call. He tried to apologize to me outside of one of the police departments there, and he's like, hey man, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's just the way you are. All like that. And he's a captain in a police department. They didn't cite him. They didn't do anything to him. They told him he's under arrest when he was trying to leave the meeting after they said he was trespassed. And he was trespassed for standing there with a God Bless the Homeless sign. And that's it. Nothing else. Legal and lawful. Traditional public forum. Public meeting. Right to redress government. Everything. Apparently, I wasn't a good cop. I did stuff to people that the cops are doing to people now. Not beat them, not shoot them, not hurt them. But ticket them, fine them, and do this because they wanted it done. Not, I mean, you have to have law enforcement. Don't get me wrong. You have to have police. There ain't no way about it. I don't call them. I call them way after the fact. Someone said, you need to call the police, you know? And I'm like, I don't need to call the police. They don't do anything for me. They are retroactive. They do nothing. Except for after the fact. Yep. You ain't free. No one in this country is free. We pay more taxes. We have more restrictions. We have that. You're not free. I'm not free in the sense that I can sit here and do this until they say, well, he kind of made a threat. He did this. Then they charge you with something. Thank you for the 560. It's almost synchronized there. Thank you, Karen. Anyway, police don't prevent crime. They cause more of it. Because as soon as someone drives by, then those people are like, oh, the police aren't here. Free to do what you're told. That's it. Well, anyway, that's going to be my rant for the day. We spent about 30 minutes in here. Mount Dora Police Department did arrest Ani Roth. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's it. Yeah, I'll get you a screenshot here of that photo of that guy. Let's get that in there. That's what he looks like. There you go. If you can see it, I'll zoom it in a little bit. Let me get you. Let me get an idea where Jeff's camera is. This guy's about 6'3", 6'4", somewhere around there. And his name looks like it's Velcroed up top, but it's hard to see because it's so small. They're not peeps. They're all agitators. They're Billy Badasses with Tack Fest. That's all they are now. So we'll see it again soon. Thank you guys for watching. It's Mount Dora Police Department. They don't have any information. They might be able to give you a name. I don't know who the name was. You can ask them who trespassed him. I don't know, Chris. It's hard to say. It does say police, though. But always ready to arrest you. Film the police. Don't trust them. Don't talk to them unless you have your attorney present. Actually, don't even talk to them. I'll let your attorney present. Talk to them. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a good one.